Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Dropping back, it's Finley. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Overton. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Quarterback on the keep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The Eagles offense will have its first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker...
There he goes! They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup. On 1st down from their own 22. The give out of the gun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's French. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dallas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Finley. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Overton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Panthers will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Finley. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Overton. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Finley. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Off play action. Back's got it. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 17 to Old Dominion. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's French. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They boot it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking for a man. It's French. Just a little off. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Second and 10. He'll throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Finds his tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Finley. They've got the screen set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Wiles. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's held. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass, it's French. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Ready to start things here in the 2nd half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. RPO complete to open the drive. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up 14 over UConn. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the right side. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover. And a terrific return on the fumble. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run the off-tackle play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to the ground with the running back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. when you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw. It's Finley. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Overton. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Oh, they're after him. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? To the air. It's French. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Overton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Blackburn. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Panthers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Try to get it to the edge. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Option look. It's Finley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Scanning the field, it's Finley. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll try to pop the draw. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Caught behind the line. It's Dallas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Finley. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Finley. That's caught. It's Riles. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his man. It's Robinson. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Motion from the wideout. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The short hands. It's Robinson. At the 40. There he goes. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. This almost certainly to win the game. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Never a doubt. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw. It's French. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.